What is going on, everybody? My name is Mike. This is Wall Street Traders, where we break down hot trending stocks to put you at advantage on the market. So next up is Amazon, or ticker symbol AMZN. I have my lines and graphs already set for you guys. We're starting from a higher time frame to see the overall direction and picture that our stock is in. This is called multiple time frame analysis, and this is allow us to further predict on where we're headed. So let's go ahead to where we're at right now. So pre-market, we are down almost 0.53% at $3,317. We closed yesterday at $3,334. Let me have a gander at the volume. Well, it is pre-market, so the volume doesn't look the greatest. But usually you guys want to trade anything over 150,000 volume. Anything lower than that, you're kind of going to be in a slow moving stock, and especially if you're day trading or scalping, that's not really something that you should be looking into. So let's look at where we're at. So we've been pumping so hard, you guys, since literally the 26th. We've just been pumping and pumping and pumping of last month. We've been pumping all the way up until where we hit our major resistance. So if we can test this by looking left, like Beyonce says. We have these two candlesticks that came up and ultimately got rejected. We look left, we have these two candlesticks that came up and got rejected. These two that kind of peekabooed above, but we can consider them since they ended up getting rejected. And then we have ultimately this last one back here. So this is a heavily tested area, and this also goes for our major support line down here. We can see that it came up, came down, bounced off our major support level, ultimately pushed us up to where our major resistance was over here. We look left, we have another bounce over here. We have two candlesticks bouncing off of this level. We have another two here, and then we have a really choppy area of a bunch of candlesticks bouncing and reacting in this area. So, and this middle line just represents a minor resistance area. So you have different levels of support and resistance, that being major or minor. If you guys want me to make a video about that, I can. Just put it in the comment box below. But let's see where we're at. So you guys can see that we've been pumping, and even on the daily time frame, to see all these candlesticks push up like this is bound to pull back, you guys. So if you're going to run a marathon, you're not going to take a 15-minute break and then run another marathon. No, you're going to cool off, you're going to take a good break, and then go ahead and run or finish your marathon, right? So we are in a clear uptrend. That's good. We want a healthy 50% retracement, you guys. We don't want to pull back too far, because then it shows that buyers are no longer stepping up. But at least to pull back to this 50% retracement, that being at the $3,243 level, that's been tested. And we can look left, and we can see these tops on the opposite side. We can see these candlesticks bouncing off of this level. So around in this area would be a good entry to get in. As of right now, it wouldn't be that smart unless we pulled back up into this resistance, and at that point you would just wait until we created a breakout. So you would have two options on the aggressive side. If we do pull back up into this area, if we do, you could wait for us to break above this major resistance and to come back down and retest this new support. So once it breaks resistance, it comes up and comes back down. It'll work as the floor, and that'd be considered our new support level. But as of right now, we're still pulling back, and more than likely to pull back into this minor resistance area and then bounce from there, hopefully back up into our resistance, and then there you would wait for another entry. So on the safer side, you would wait for this to pull back, have your stop loss, give yourself some room just in case you have a candlestick wick that peekaboos below this level and you don't get tagged out, and then ultimately it goes higher. But other than that, like I said, you want your entry back down here. Let yourself let this cool off just a little bit more. Like I said, we've been pumping up really hard. Even on the RSI, it looks really extended, and you can see that by right here. This is the highest point we've hit, and you have all these tops over here. So like I said, we could either wait for this to come back up here and create a breakout, for this to come back down and retest our support, or you can wait for this to pull back down to our minor support level, and then you can get an entry in there. So I hope these videos help you guys. If they do, please hit that like and subscribe button. It means a lot to me. It allows me to make this content for you guys daily. But other than that, I hope you guys have a beautiful day and happy trading.